Hi there. It's January 16th, and we are deep into the Proverbs now. In Proverbs 16. Let's go over there today. See what they have for us. These actual Proverbs of Solomon. Smart things from the wisest man that ever lived, right? The plans of the heart belong to a man, but the answer of the tongue is from the Lord, right? He derideth the presumption of man who dare attribute to himself anything as to prepare his heart or such like, seeing that he is not able to speak a word except God give it to him. Right. Interesting, huh? All the ways of man are pure in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. Right. Humans have a spirit, right? Just like God. We are threefold beings, right? Body, soul, and spirit. Right? Or spirits. Right? We'll get back to that. Commit your word to the Lord, and all your plans will be established. There you go. Right? Everything you do should be for the Lord. If it's not for the Lord, you shouldn't be doing it. Right? And all your plans will be established. For the Lord has made everything for its purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. He made them for that. Without bad, there would be no good, right? If there was only good, you wouldn't know that it was good because bad doesn't exist. Bad needs to exist so you can appreciate the good and see the stark differences. So the Lord made everything for its purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. 5, everyone who is arrogant in heart is an abomination to the Lord. That's a good one, right? Right. Proud, arrogant, haughty. That's an abomination, okay? God likes humble. Be assured he will not go unpunished. Just highlight the whole verse. Right. Be assured. 6, by steadfast love and faithfulness, iniquity is atoned for. And by fear of the Lord, one turns away from evil. Right. There's a lot of people who are truly evil who have turned to the Lord and become new people, right? A new creation. No one is too far gone. 7, when a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Right? Just follow the Lord and everybody else will be at peace with you. 8, better is a little with righteousness than great revenues with injustice. Right. Agur said in chapter 30 of Proverbs, give me just enough. Give me neither poverty nor riches. A very powerful statement. Better is a little with righteousness. You know what? Let's make this something. It won't always let me change it, but there you go. Green. It has righteous in it, right? We're signaling all the righteousness things. Right? The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Right. It's kind of like verse 1, huh? The plans of the heart belong to a man, but the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Right? The man of heart plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. The heart of man proposeth his way. That's what they say over here. He showeth the folly of the man which thinketh that his ways are his own, in his own hand, yet it is able to remove one foot except God give force. Right? You can't move without the Lord, right? Directing your steps. 10, an oracle is on the lips of a king. His mouth does not sin in judgment. Yeah. 11, A just balance and scales are the Lord's, all the weights of the bag are his work. Remember, in 9, they started talking about weights and scales, doing business honestly, and how honest business is the Lord's work. Dishonest business, he hates it, right? And they talk about that a lot. I said they would mention it in like every other chapter, and they do. Just balance and scales. People cheat, okay? People cheated back then. People cheat now. Okay? Make you think you're getting more than you're actually getting. 12, it is an abomination to kings to do evil, for the throne is established by righteousness. Some do anyway, so. 13, righteous lips are the delight of a king, and he loves him who speaks what is right. We will highlight the righteous, right? 14, a king's wrath is a messenger of death, and a wise man will appease it, right? Kings had ultimate power back then, right? Their very mood could sway entire governments at one time. 15, in the light of a king's face there is life, and his favor is like the clouds that bring the spring rain, right? Keeping the king happy was a very important task back then. 16, how much better to get wisdom than gold? To get understanding is to be chosen rather than silver. Okay? Wisdom is better than money, gold, riches. Right? That stuff comes with wisdom. 17, the highway of the upright turns aside from evil. Whoever guards his way preserves his life. You got that? Something our grandmother said, at least my grandmother did. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Famous verse. Shortened, it says, pride goeth before a fall. Pride. If you are prideful, arrogant, conceited, you will fall, right? You will. 19, it is better to be of a lowly spirit with the poor than to divide the spoil with the proud. Absolutely. 20, whoever gives thought to the word will discover good, and blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. That's important, right? Whoever gives thought to the word or to a matter, wise in his business, it says over here. I like the word better, right? This is the word, right? Giving thought to it right now. 21, the wise of heart is called discerning, and sweetness of speech increases persuasiveness. Right? Be kind. Say kind things. 22, good sense is a fountain of life to him who has it, but the instruction of fools is folly, foolishness, right? Good sense, common sense, right? Not so common. I think good sense is better than common sense. 23, the heart of the wise makes his speech judicious and adds persuasiveness to his lips. Judicious. What does that mean? What does it say over here? Guideth his mouth wisely. Okay, let's. Judicious. Having, showing, or done with good judgment or sense. The meaning of judicious, having, exercising, or characterized by sound judgment. How to use judicious in a sentence, right? Sound judgment. Oh, yeah, I like that. The heart of the wise makes his speech sound judgment with judicious and adds persuasiveness to his lips. 24, gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Right? Kind words. Right? Saying kind words like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. That's right, kind, edifying, uplifting, kind things. That's all you should say, right? 25, there's a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. Ways of death, right? Now, you think you're doing the right thing, right? If God's not in the picture, you're not. 26, a worker's appetite works for him. His mouth urges him on. This is true. If you don't work, you don't eat. At least it used to be that way. Right? 27, a worthless man plots evil, and his speech is like a scorching fire. Say kind things. Right? What is on his lips is a scorching fire. Nobody likes to listen to people like that. 28, a dishonest man spreads strife, and a whisperer separates close friends. Oh, they talk about this a lot. Whisperer, slanderer, storyteller. These are all gossips, okay? A gossip separates close friends, right? That's when somebody tells you something from their heart and it's a secret because it would be embarrassing if it got out, and you tell other people just to make yourself feel more important. And gossip, you lost a friend, right? And many other people, right? It says friends plural. You like a person and everybody likes a person, say in church, and he tells you a secret, pray for me, right? I'm having trouble in this area. Please don't tell anyone. And you tell somebody, oh, help me pray for Bob. He's having trouble in this area. Bob's having trouble in this area. Oh, Bob does this. Bob does this. And pretty soon, everybody goes, who said that? And it was he, because they're telling people his secrets. You've separated friends. You've lost your own friends. And Bob will never speak to you again, right? That's a horrible thing. God hates it. 29, a man of violence entices his neighbor and leads him in a way that is not good. Right? Bullies. Those bullies always have people following them, right? 30, whoever winks his eye plans dishonest things. Who purses his lips brings evil to pass. Cheaters, scammers, right? Wink, wink, nod, nod. Lots of those out there. There always has been. Now they're on the internet. Right? 31, gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained in a righteous life. Gained in a righteous life. Right? The fact that you get old in the first place means you have done something right, okay? So, yes, be proud of your gray hair. 32, whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. Right? This kind of goes along with the chapter in James we were reading, right? And chapter 15 on arguing, slow to anger is better than the mighty, the patient man. Right? 33, the lot is cast into the lap, but every decision is from the Lord. Right? They believe that. Okay, so there you go. That's Proverbs 16. Go over highlights. Let's do the righteous. We put all the righteous words together, okay? Better is a little with righteousness than great revenue with injustice, right? A little when you're being righteous, following the Lord, pleasing the Lord, doing his will. Okay? Better is a little than great revenues with injustice and all the problems that they cause, right? Righteous lips are the delight of a king, and he loves him who speaks what is right, right? Speak what is right, kind, edifying. Okay? There's another righteous one down there. There you go. Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained in a righteous life, right? He righteous being. And righteous is just following the Lord, all right? Pleasing the Lord, seeking to do things his way all the time is what being righteous is. Okay, let's go over the other highlights. All the ways of a man are pure in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. The Lord weighs the part that most people can't see, your true motives and intentions. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Okay. There's a note over here. Roll. Commit your roll to the Lord. Right. And there's a verse in the New Testament says, whatever you do and whatever you work at, work as if working for the Lord and not men. Right? I think that's Colossians 3:23, if I'm not mistaken. Not that I memorize verses. There's a lot of stuff stuffed into this old head, but pretty sure that's what it is. Hey. 5 is highlighted. Everyone who is arrogant in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Be assured he will not go unpunished. Well, these prideful people think they're all that, right? I'm so good. I'm so great. Nobody likes listening to those people, especially the Lord, okay? The Lord is great, okay? If you are great, it's because of the Lord, and you can humbly say, it is because the glory of God. Right. We did the righteous already. 16, how much better to get wisdom than gold, to get understanding, to know why, right, is to be chosen rather than silver, right? Always take wisdom over money, right? Money will come with wisdom, right? Wisdom doesn't always come with money, and that is a proven fact. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride goeth before a fall. My grandmother said that. God doesn't like pride, arrogant, haughty, right? You're all that. God doesn't like that. They will fall. Right? 20 is highlighted. Whoever gives thought to the word will discover good, and blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. Right? Trust in the Lord, that's being righteous. Right? 21, the wise of heart is called discerning. Right? And sweetness of speech increases persuasiveness, saying kind things. Okay? 24, gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Right? You can say kind things, uplifting, edifying things, and make somebody feel better, right? 28, a dishonest man spreads strife, and a gossiper separates close friends. Right? Forward person soweth strife. See over here they call it a tale teller. Gossips. I hate gossip, okay? And it's permeated everything in our society now, okay? You know, a lot of TV shows are designed only to get you to love gossip. There's other parts in Proverbs that says gossip gets down into the deepest part of your being and poisons you. We did the righteous. And 32. Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. A patient, humble, slow to anger person. That means listening to somebody before you formulate your opinion. Listen to everything they have to say. Don't cut them off, right? Slow to anger. And that's a practice that you have to practice every day, right? And it helps if you think, I am only going to say things that are positive, kind, uplifting, that will edify this person and make them feel better. Okay? Suddenly, anger doesn't have a place in that. So, there you go. That is Proverbs 16. see what we're reading in the New Testament in a year today. Matthew 11, the whole chapter. So there's not much. There's only 30 verses. So good stuff. We're deep into the ministry of Jesus now and his miracles and his word, and everything in life will be based on these 3 years that Jesus spent in his ministry. Right? So stay tuned for that later. Give us a like if you think about it. But the letter will keep going. See ya.